What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Halo Lowdown. I'm Strongside Jr., aka Sosa Jr. 21, and I'm going to be your host for the evening. Tonight we're going to talk about a little about the new map pack and some Halo history with the legendary Ghostayame. Thank you for your time and welcome to the show, sir.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. You want to introduce yourself to all the viewers and stuff?
Hey guys. Pretty much. Obviously, you guys know me as Ghostayame. My real name is Eric Hewitt. You can find me on Xbox Live at Ghostayame, and my Twitter is obviously at Ghostayame. I mean, it's all there. But yeah, pretty much. I've been around the circuit, the MLG scene, since 2005, and obviously most well known for my Team Carbon days. So
Yeah.
yeah, just happy to be here.
Yeah, thanks for being here again. So Ghostayame, how long have you had that gamer tag, Ghostayame?
Well, actually, I've had this gamer tag since like December 2002, I think at least. My twin brother Brent got Xbox Live for Christmas, and we both played on the account. But obviously, I played a little bit more than him, and he kind of stuck to the computer gaming. And so eventually, when the year subscription ran up, I just renewed it because most people already knew me as that. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I've had it forever.
So it didn't take long for people to know your name, huh?
Yeah, I guess not. Only a couple of years.
All right. So where did you think of Ghostayame? Like, where
Ooh,
where did that name come up?
so yeah, my brother wanted to make it just Ghost. That was the tag he went by, and in the beginning, obviously of Xbox Live, Ghost was already taken, so he tried to make it with the 057 also taken. So he was playing this Tenchu video game called with a character named Ayami in it. So he just out of frustration added it to the end, and that's how it came to be.
Wow. The legend behind the name. Nice. So so what other gamer tags have you gone by, if any?
Well, besides this one, I've obviously made a couple fake accounts. My most well-known ones are Dr. Construct, um, the King Khan, and some say that I had part in a Halo 3 clan called AOD, which is obviously false. They're a bunch of German players that just really ran together real well online. So yeah, those are pretty much the only names I went by.
Oh, okay. So what was the first video game you ever played?
The first video game I ever played, oh, damn, I think it has to be probably Super Mario Brothers for Nintendo, the original. I
All right.
think I was over at a friend's house or a family friend's house, and I remember jumping around the first map, and it was just a lot of fun.
Nice. Yeah, that's probably the most the most like popular of all the everybody I've ever interviewed. Everyone always says Super Smash Bros. It's definitely the most popular. um,
That's
so this might be a loaded question, but what is your favorite video game of all time?
well, it's not loaded for me. Favorite video game of all time is definitely Halo 1. Play that game for hours on end. I don't know, pretty much near flawless. Obviously, you got the couple times you throw a nade out of the side of your body, but besides that, I had no problem with it. It's pretty much my favorite game of all time, and yeah, nothing else really compares to it.
Nice, nice. So I mean this kind of goes back to like early on Halo 2 and stuff. In Halo 1, I guess. Well, I guess Halo 3 too. Do you have any, or did you have any rituals before playing a competitive, like a big game or a big day of gaming?
Yeah, I mean, actually, yeah, it's funny you ask. When I actually used to give lessons, that was something that came up a lot. People asked me if I had any rituals. I know Strong said had his lucky headphones and stuff like that. But I mean, I just when I would go to a tournament, man, I wake up, and I always thought that if I got like chocolate milk and like sometimes a bagel in any way, and anything on it, maybe some lox on it. But yeah, it puts me in a good mood, makes me play well, the whole day. 'Cause I'm just, had some chocolate milk for breakfast, so it's a good day.
Nice. So going to Halo, what's your favorite Halo map of all time?
Ooh, my favorite Halo map. Ah man, I mean, I guess since again my favorite video game is obviously Halo 1. I guess I would have to go with Aim High being my favorite map of my game. That's just like obviously just so much fun. There's a little bit of randomness into it, but a lot of strategy. So I really love Aim High, and then besides that, I guess Beaver Creek. I don't know. That's about
Classic.
it. Maybe Construct. Those are
Okay.
the Construct, Beaver Creek, and Hang 'em High.
Nice. Yeah. So what's your
I
opinion of
definitely the
the
top three.
what's your opinion of the new map pack? Kind of from a general standpoint. I know there's probably a lot of specifics we could get into, but
Mhm.
just overall, what's your opinion?
What's my Wait, say that again.
What's your opinion of the new map pack?
Oh, that's a great question. Honestly, it gives me a lot of hope for the future. They, released these maps that had, similar design quality to the old Halo maps. Back when Halo 4 first got released, a lot of people, we saw complaining about how big the maps were and how it was kind of Call of Duty size and all these types of things.
Mhm.
But finally, we're going back to the, not just, the landscape of everything, but the aesthetic quality and the simplicity. You see Skyline, you see Monolith, and it reminds you of Monolith kind of reminds you of the pit, and
Yep.
Skyline just reminds you of almost like a Halo One map. I don't know. I just in general, it just shows me that there's some promising things in the future, and yeah, I'm looking forward to what other map packs they have in store.
Okay. Any small details that you would change if you were a developer?
Um, those maps, I guess you'll have to find out. I made some tweaks in them for obviously the V3 settings,
Okay.
and so yeah, so those should be again they should be dropping on this next coming Monday, but I don't know. It really depends on if I get everything completed and sent in on time. So I'm
Yeah.
working on it. But yeah, I mean, you guys will see all the I guess my developer side of things.
All right. Nice. All right. So how would you compare the competitive communities of Halo 4 to Halo 2?
Um, Well, I guess right now, obviously, Halo 4 is a little bit smaller. Halo 2, it started off small, but with its matchmaking capabilities and all,
I think we got a freeze in the video.
oh,
Hello?
hello, am I back? All right,
Yeah, yeah,
sorry.
you're back. It's fine. It's
Oh my God, my eyes are closed over there. So, anyways,
fine. It's pretty
what I was
awesome
saying is,
places. All right, anyways.
so what I was saying is, yeah, Halo 2 had just all those mini games. You had like Tower of Power and zombies and glitching and really just so many other dynamics to the game rather than just trying to play competitive. And it was more about fun as well as playing with competition. But so I feel like that just expanded everything. They had the clan matches and the ranking system, and it was just absolutely nuts. So I don't know. At Halo 4 right now, it's a little bit more confined, and but again, I think it's finding its niche there. So I'm again looking forward to seeing what's in store when the next playlist coming out.
Yeah, definitely. Um, so how long have you been in the competitive gaming community?
Um, I guess it's like probably like spring 2005. That was like when I first went to a tournament. Obviously a local. Funny enough, Nexi was the guy who was running my tournament. It was
Oh,
an
okay.
NJ Halo.
Nice.
Rod Lane, the infamous Rod Lane,
Mhm.
and so yeah, I mean technically, I guess roughly 7 years. I'm competitive about it. So yeah, pretty good time.
Kind of a veteran, huh? Nice.
Yeah. So
All right. So how did you get started? Like, how did you get introduced to the competitive gaming side?
um Well, I guess I mean I started like playing like competitively, so to speak. God, and Super Smash Bros. Came out on 64. Obviously, just uh, playing with my friends, split screen all day,
Okay.
and had a blast there. But then once Microsoft released the Xbox and Halo, I love that game so much. SOCOM or any of those games didn't really appeal to me, and they were just, I guess, the movement
Okay.
um, with it just sparked a competitive nature in me, and eventually, there was a town rival. Town is kind of split in half, north side, south side, with some through train tracks, and so the south side, always talked shit to the north side, and we went back and forth. No one ever knew how good each other's teams were because we stuck to our sides, and ultimately, we played a big 8v8, north side versus south side, and I just, dude, I dominated so hard. I like the best guy was like, I remember standing still on blood gold with the sniper, and I was just destroying him, and I was just so funny. And as soon as I did that, I started moving into a local 2v2 by I think I. If you guys knew who that is, it's an old flashback name. But
Okay.
um, but yeah, I mean, pretty much that's how I got my start.
Okay. Nice. Um,
Yep.
when you first started getting into competitive Halo, or I guess any competitive gaming, did you have an idol that you looked up to?
Back
I think your audio's kind of cutting out a little bit on my side.
oh,
Hold on. For some
how about,
reason, the audio's kind of cutting out. Let's see. All right, can you hear me?
yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's a little there, let me. All right, for some reason it's not. The audio is just being really, really. All right, can you hear me? For some reason it's not. It's not coming through. Hello?
Good. No, no, no,
Hello?
no. Hello, hello,
Oh,
hello.
much better. Okay,
All
just,
right,
just
good.
some
You got
stuff.
it.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
All right, good.
All right.
Finally.
So yeah, I think
So yeah.
the question was your idol when you
Oh
first
yeah.
started.
So anyways, when I first obviously got started, um, I definitely respected the ogres. Team Dom, they destroyed. I can't even tell you how many events. And I also kind of looked up to Nistic, SDK Nistic, Nexi, even Strange Purple, DMAC. A couple of New Jersey players were pretty big names for me. Um, but I also I used to play Counter Strike, so I kind of looked up to Team 3D back then, which was like K Sharp and all these other
Yeah.
players that were pretty dirty. And yeah, so there was a lot of people that I kind of looked up to, but again, I never really idolized anyone because I always wanted to embody like a mix of all of the strategies, and I never really saw someone in the early days that but maybe besides Walshy that was really going hard on the communication side of things.
Yeah. So those are some pretty OG names. Really, be
Yes,
surprised if a lot of people
classics.
knew those names. Um, so, do you have a favorite, like a favorite tournament of all time, like that one that just kind of sticks out above the other ones at all, or?
Well, I guess my two favorite tournaments, or my two, I guess most featured tournaments, I guess would be, you know, 2006 Orlando when I first beat Final Boss, and then 2006 Vegas when I obviously beat Final Boss for the 100,000. But
Yeah.
at the same time, like the playoffs was huge in between because we had come down from a 4-1 deficit, and I had like that crazy no scope and everything. So
Yep.
yeah, that was like all three of those tournaments were probably they all had their reason, but they were all huge in their own way. So um, yeah, those are the biggest ones for me.
All right. Um, are you currently on a team right now?
Well, technically, I guess you could say I'm on Beyond Entertainment's team and Team Envy, but I'm not on Team Carbon anymore. Unfortunately, I am retired. Maybe you'll see a comeback. Who knows? Me and Gandhi are playing a lot recently, and you know, Karma and Shockwave will actually be hopping on this
Uh-oh.
Saturday. Correct. Yeah, I already talked to all of them. We're all going to be getting on Saturday and gaming. So expect myself streaming, Gandhi streaming, and yeah, we'll get it going. So be there,
All
and
right.
I'm sure you'll see it on Twitter.
Yeah, definitely. Look forward to seeing that stream. That should be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Um,
it's already enough fun.
um, so, do you have like a current favorite team, kind of like the team that you're supporting, other than like,
I guess I'm supporting really whatever team Ninja's on. The rest of the Beyond team we're kind of laying low, so to speak. Besides Ninja, he's always putting in his time. So I'm supporting Warriors. Obviously, they're he Ninja's the man. When he was a little bit younger, I didn't really know him that well, and I kind of brushed him off and shrugged him off a little bit. But I finally, played some game back with, got to realize that he's actually a really good guy, and he's a great time to be around. So I'll have to go with Warriors.
all right, nice. Um, so if you could kind of briefly explain what Beyond Entertainment it is for the viewers that aren't exactly following that.
Okay. Well, Beyond Entertainment is this pretty much right now. It's a YouTube channel that myself, Muggsy, and Saucy started up. We have a bunch of editors, content managers, public relation guys, graphic guys, animations, players. We even have partnerships now working with the Halo Forge Hub Academic and also NV controllers. So and potentially Machinima if something comes my way. So yeah, there's a lot of things going for us, and what we do is we try to promote really high quality content and top tier Halo content. So everyone can enjoy and everyone's going to bring that sense of professionalism and sharpness to it.
Okay, nice. All right. So do you have any sponsors or shout outs that you haven't already kind of went over right now that you kind of like to plug?
I guess besides obviously Beyond Entertainment, you can check them out. Go Beyond. But besides them, MV Controllers again, the Halo Forge Epidemic. I guess I'll shout out Virgin Gaming. Carl Clendenin is actually one of the nicer, if not one of the nicest, top nicest dudes I've ever met. He's a really great guy, and he cares about video games and definitely cares about Halo. So I'll definitely give that guy a solid shout out. He's a good guy. And then obviously Bravo over at 343. Kevin Franklin over at 343. They're also care deeply, so got to give them a shout out. They're working
Definitely.
their asses off every day. Quindel Hoyo as well. He's has also worked his ass off as soon as he got there. So I'm really looking forward to see what they have in store for us. And then besides that, shout out, I guess, some of the guys I made the settings with that worked extra hard and put in the extra time would be Tiberius Audley, K25 TSW, another two good dudes that really put in, the work and time to make sure the settings are the way they are now.
Hmm.
And besides that, I guess I'll shout out Gandhi, Carbon, and I guess MLG for really making everything happen. I mean, at the end of the day, MLG isn't supporting Halo anymore, but I mean, I wouldn't be here talking to you if it wasn't for them. So I'll
Yeah.
definitely shout them out as well.
Yeah, definitely. Um, So when you're not gaming, what's your job?
Um, when I'm not getting a job, I guess I'm in school, but I'm designing first two game type. That's pretty much
I don't think we can. We're not getting any audio right now, so it looked like what you said was really funny, for the record, but I have no idea what is going on with the audio.
Can you hear me now?
Here, hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but I don't know what's going on with this. Seems to. Yeah, one more. Um, sorry. Um, alright. See if that works. But alright, you wanna go ahead then? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Still not. Yeah, yeah. I can kind of hear you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Alright. Yeah. You can go ahead. Sorry. No, it's not working again. I don't know.
Well, I don't think it's me.
I don't think it's you either. I think it's.
Well, here, let's
Let-
here, let's try it again. All right. So, anyways, pretty much when I'm not gaming or I'm working in school, I'm a student over at Penn State, and I'm also designing the competitive game types for the Team Throwdown playlist. So besides doing that, I guess you could say my job is I'm trying to save Halo.
oh,
That's
okay.
about it.
Nice. Yeah, I think if the Halo players aren't helping you, then they're supporting you all the way. So anything to save Halo, you know.
Yeah.
But um, do you have a favorite band or any genre of music?
My favorite band would, I guess you could say band, would be Rage Against the Machine. Um,
Definitely.
I that was like my favorite band when I was obviously a bunch younger. I don't listen to them anymore. Um, Red Hot Chili Peppers is another favorite of mine, but
Okay.
kind of switched over to the rap genre recently, and um, obviously favorite rapper is Notorious, but you know I could go on for days and tell you all the people I like, but I'll just kind of keep
Yeah.
it at that.
All right. Um, so I got one awkward question to ask you, one awkwardly personal
Yeah,
question. If you could
what's up?
choose a superpower, would you choose the ability to read minds or pour water really fast without spilling a drop?
Well, I like to think that I already have that second skill acquired. I'm
Well, I'm
pretty
I'm
damn
talking
good.
really fast.
I'm
Like,
talking, dude. I got. You'd be surprised what kind of skills I have. Like with that, I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm good with that. So I'll definitely go with the first one. I would rather read minds. I mean, I saw what women want from Mel Gibson and all. It's a little bit problematic, but it's fine.
okay. All right. So yeah, we're gonna open up for viewer questions then. And then while we wait for that, I don't have the stream up, so if you don't mind reading those off, picking which ones you like the best or something.
Yeah, no problem.
Um,
I'll just tell you, I'm looking at them right now. Someone asked me, where did the term Dr. Construct come from? Well, myself and you guys don't know him. There's an old player named Fior who used to go by Fiorgasm. He teamed up actually with it was Fiore, Cyrax, and the Ogres. that was before Team Dom got created back in 2001. I think it was. Oh wait, excuse me, 2002, three, and so they won the tournament, and after that he quit, and he went to Penn State, and I ended up beating him through Shockwave, and kind of hit it off and played Halo a bunch of late nights, and we would just go in, like, whether we were drinking or whatever, and just go in talking as much shit to everyone, and we would just say ridiculous things like, "Oh, dude, like Narrows is my water, like it's just my place." And we just say, and so we just got somehow got on top of that, like the construct. It's kind of everyone started Doctor Construct. mean, I see what we say. It's my favorite map. It's my game. So yeah,
Okay.
but it's cool. And honestly, visible ranks. Uh,
Sorry to interrupt you. We're not getting any more audio. So what I'm gonna,
gotta,
it's horrible. I'm just gonna try hanging it up and then recalling you back. All right? How does that sound? I think that's all. All right. I'll call you right back.
all right,
All right.
we're
Is
back.
is the audio more clear now, or is
I
the
mean, you tell me.
background still? Because I can hear you. Is my background noise a little loud now?
Oh yeah, it's a lot better. There's no background noise.
Okay.
It's like absolutely clear. That's nice.
I think
All
that
right.
might have been the problem. So
Yeah. All right. So, someone asked if we can get visible ranks in Halo 4, and
okay.
if it's being considered by 343. So obviously, I talked to them a little bit. I haven't really brought up ranks to an extent, but they've been a little bit transparent with it on the forums and through posts, and from, I guess, trying to decipher what they have to say about that. My understanding is that the SR level is obviously hard coded into the game, and I don't think that there's a really a possible way to change that, per playlist. So I think that the best way of doing it is, making I guess you could say like a third party app or something of the sort. Obviously, what they're doing with the Halo Waypoint app, where it's going to be, recording all your stats there. So again, I don't think that there's any possible way because Halo 4 has already been released and all that kind of stuff that they can technically install a new update where something as I guess as influential as a ranking system could be implemented. I don't
Mhm.
think it's really possible after a game gets released and it's in your console.
Yeah.
So kind of like obviously with the PS3 problem, people found out how to crack the PS3 Blu-ray code,
Mhm.
and obviously Sony recognized it, but still said, hey, listen. There's nothing we could do at this point. There's no firmware or software upgrades that we can do to stop this from happening. So and, there's just certain things that are hard coded, and you kind of can't get around them. So, but yeah, again, I actually really like the idea of this app. Even though it's not going to be next to your name, people are checking Twitter or everything else almost every 2 minutes, really. So it doesn't really take too much time. Doesn't really take too much time to check out your app or anything like that. I think it's pretty basic. Um, so yeah, I'm not again. I'm actually kind of excited to see because if they're putting this much time into let's say a Microsoft Virgin Gaming app, like who knows what could come of it, So
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. Rather than just having a number next to my name, there might be some tournaments on alongside it. There might be some money alongside it. So again, it might not just be a rank. So the next question someone asked is, can we expect any tweaks or removal of the deluxe settings in Team Throwdown? Yes, you can expect that. I'm actually working on that right now with Andy or Bravo, so to speak. Trying to figure out obviously what's the best option for that third and final slot. but so far we're kind of leaning towards that doubles pro loadout options, just because that's kind of seems to be catching some speed right about now.
Yeah.
And then let's see what else. Someone said, "Do I get paid for making the settings for Team Throwdown?" No, I do not get paid for making any of the settings, whether it's for MLG, game battles, Team Throwdown, anything else. So far, I have not been paid for it. I just did it because I don't want to see my passion die out. I just think it would suck for me to go have a family of my own and some kids and say, hey, there's this video game one time that Microsoft made that I was really good at, and it's not around anymore because it just died out. So I've always been really passionate about the settings. I used to bother KC all the freaking time about it, and he kind of had to keep it closed doors. So I never really got my say. But after MLG, I guess, promoted him and moved on from Halo, they gave me the opportunity to volunteer and step up as the lead of their settings for game battles, and then that in turn helped me out segue into the team throwdown settings. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now.
Nice.
Um, let's see. Someone asked me, what about the option to remove sprint? Is modded Halo 4 and sprint the pit? Is that option? Is that an option, or is that part of the classic playlist? Well, I have again. I talked to Kevin Franklin a decent amount. I typed up one of the biggest freaking like write-ups of all time, talking about every bug, glitch, problem ever made. I did it with the help of two other guys as well, two of the guys I mentioned earlier, K25 and Audley, and we went in and brought all those things up to him, including the classic playlist, and he did definitely give me some hope. He's actually sincerely interested in coming out with a classic player. So
Mhm.
and that in my opinion, what he said so far was the four shot kill BR, some classic maps, and again I hope that would mean no sprint. And obviously since there's already a modded game time out with no sprint, I think that it's kind of feasible because we saw the modded no insta spawn game types, and that ended up eventually happening. So maybe we get some of those no sprint game types in as well. Um, but yeah,
All right.
that's about it for the community questions thus far. Thanks, Broderick, for asking the majority of them.
Yeah, I saw that. I just kind of opened it up because I thought maybe it was that I had too many tabs open, so I closed down everything. But um, so I saw that he had a few
Someone else,
questions there.
yeah, someone else just asked a tighter spread. Um, yeah, we can. I also talked to Kevin about the tighter spread. I mentioned, hey, a lot of people complain about the randomness of the BR, and I think that even though it's not a significant factor necessarily in every gameplay, because obviously, dude, how many people played Halo 3, and you guys always complain about this spread, but none of us complained about it. We played it all damn day. No one, I don't remember any pro saying, "Hey, dude, I lost $100,000 because of a random spread Halo 3 BR." That I don't ever remember hearing anyone complain about that.
Yeah.
So regarding obviously the spread dynamic, I brought it up to his attention, and I said, what do you think about this? Maybe confining it to just sing this I guess really not much of a spread, but a consistent um, still, and kind of like Halo 2 and post patch. And he, said, well, that's something we're gonna have to talk about, obviously, when the TU's coming around and weapon discussion and everything like that. But in his eyes, he's also thought that if we make it, that straight consistent line, it's kind of just like still a DMR. So, but again, that was just his first impression. So we're gonna talk a bunch later about all that kind of stuff and see what happens there.
Right. Yeah. So that's gonna do it. Do you have any? Oh, do you have any advice for up and coming gamers trying to go pro? I guess.
Well, I guess my best advice to you is you get out of it what you put into it. If you get in and if you get on Halo, right, and you start playing, running around by yourself, what is that going to do for you? What is throwing the football with your dad going to do for you? It's not going to do much. But what is it going to do if you join a training camp or start working out or start playing pickup games and all those types of things? So it really depends how serious you take it. If you're going to go in and start, trying your ass off, or you remove some of your past casual Halo friends for some competitive new ones, that's going to benefit you. You have to make sacrifices, choose what you want to do, obviously, but in the long run, yeah, it's really all I can say is the effort level, the determination, and really really, I guess you could say your resilience is those are the three biggest factors in the success you'll see in pretty much anything in life. If you want it that bad and you put the effort in, I mean, for instance, yourself, you got an interview going right now, and because you put the time in and put the effort in rather than just sitting around and hoping it would come someday. So
Yeah.
yeah, you just gotta try your ass off and make it happen.
Yeah. So I think Mike had a pretty good follow-up question. Where can really not just him but anyone look for these players that are like looking, because obviously there's not just like Mike's not alone here. There's a lot of people that are looking to take it to the next level. Where can they find those players that?
Well, I would say actually is obviously Team Throwdown has somewhat of a couple competitive players in there. And the best part, the best thing to do is obviously get friendly with your teammates. Go in like, um, I don't know what else to say besides I didn't have any help. Like I didn't start out living next to Walsh here. I wasn't boys with D-Mac. Like I worked my ass off, and I was hated by every single one of my carbon teammates for being an online noob, so to speak. I was just a scrub warrior type of deal. But
Mhm.
I was persistent, and I was never obviously that guy, tugging on anyone's shirt for a free giveaway or anything like that. You never want to be needy. You just want to get in there and prove that you have what it takes. So again, when you want to get any of these guys to play with you,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, almost like a girlfriend or any of the friends, the message that you're sending out, those messages are going to be brought back. If you're sending out that you want to, I guess go just hang out with the girl for one night, you're probably going to be at the bar. But if you're going to try and meet an official girl, you might be talking to her in class. So
Yeah.
again, it's really all kind of the message you send out there. So whether it's game battles or team throwdown or the Halo Council forums or the MLG game battles forums or anything, man, you just got to find a couple players that share the same interests and goals.
Yeah. On behalf of all the gamers, wanted to give you a thank you for putting the time in to help with that throwdown playlist. I think that really helps a lot. Like,
Thanks.
I don't know, it
Thank you.
just
Yeah, I mean, it's a work in progress. The greatest thing about all that is that Bravo and Kevin Franklin actually assured me that it's going to be something that's going to, last the lifespan of Halo 4. So we're going to be constantly making it better and looking for ways to improve it because Bravo he's got his feet wet over there and he's part of the whole scene now. And we know what MLG brought. There's a huge community and a huge movement and USA episodes and G4 episodes and T squared on Dr Pepper bottles and
you
it was crazy. So there's definitely the potential for there and especially with Virgin Gaming right around the corner. uh I mean, yeah, man, I'm just trying to bring it back and start it up again, so hopefully that's the case.
yeah. Well, yeah, we're all behind you, so keep up the good
Thank you.
work, I guess.
Shit.
um,
Will do.
so yeah, I think that's gonna do it for now. Thanks again to our
Oh,
guest, Ghostayame, Halo legend, for joining us on the show.
thanks
I
for
really appreciate your time.
Yeah, no problem, man. Anytime, let me know.
All right, yeah. If you wanna leave, I'll do the final shout outs, or if you wanna hang out, I mean, it's whatever.
I guess obviously I already gave all my shout outs earlier, but besides that, anyone that's still watching or really playing Halo, keep at it, guys, because there's some really great things behind the scenes. And obviously I can't release it, or else that future would be in jeopardy. But again, I wouldn't be here working my ass off voluntarily if hopefully there wasn't some payout in the end. So again, keep at it, and hopefully you guys will see the fruition of our hard labor.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thanks again so
All right.
much.
Yeah, no problem. Take
Uh,
care, guys.
yep.
Thanks for having me.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Yeah. Everyone that's in the chat right now, if you want to see someone Whoever you want to see next to be interviewed, just comment below, tweet at them, and tag me in it, um, so I can know that you guys like kind of focus the fire. Roga. Well, we'll see. Maybe if I get a friend request from Roga, then I'll but yeah, just tweet at them. I don't know. Let me know. I mean, I'm already lining up one interview for a viewer that's requested. I don't want to really release anything because it's not for sure. So, um, yeah. So, uh, serious player. I tried to be serious for like this is Halo 3, but that doesn't work out for me. So I'm just gonna be the press for now. But yeah, you guys should hit me up on Twitter, Sosa Junior 21. It might be linked. Oh, it's right below. So, um, yeah, follow the stream. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to go to twitch.tv/strongside_junior to watch it live. You can ask some questions like Broderick here. He really took advantage of this opportunity. Um, um, so yeah, I mean, you can watch me fumble over my words because you know everything on YouTube is edited. So, um, but if you guys donate below, all that proceeds are going towards Halo 4 competitive prize money. So I think that's pretty cool. I just edited that. So 100% proceeds are going to AGL or local Wisconsin, because that's where I live, Wisconsin. Those tournaments. So definitely, if you guys have a couple extra bucks, it's going straight back into Halo 4. So shout out to King Brutus for all his help. Uh, he definitely kind of got me started off. Shout out to Derpy as Best Pony for being another person donating. Really appreciate it, guys. Stay tuned for more interviews with gamers. Don't forget to follow the stream, follow on Twitter, and comment below who you guys want to see interviewed next. And yeah, have a good night, guys.